Hello, I think. How's my audio? Because for some reason on the levels, my mic is uh, not very high. I don't know why. Audio sounds good? Okay, cool. And yes, I am always late. This one a little later than normal, but it happens. I was I was already late, but then I was checking to make sure everything's fine because I have a checklist before I hit start stream. And yeah, the audio levels were not at the right settings. They were at the right settings, but according to the audio levels, they were not right. I don't know. But I do see a lot of new faces in here. I'm not going to go all the way back because you guys chatted a lot. So I will just go back a little bit. Oh, I guess we went all the way. We got a stale cookie. Jovi Avila? Sorry. Lego Plays. The three of you talked a lot. And then we got Philip. We got DC. And Brad. And Oscar. Welcome. Hello. Seems like I just woken up. I've got a bit of a stuffy nose right now. I'm also very tired. I've made the decision for a while to start working out, and because I haven't worked out really since, well, no, I started working out and the pandemic hit and shut down my gym, and I haven't gone back since. But I started doing the Apple Fitness thing because I got 4 free months of it from Target. Thanks, Target. And yeah, I decided to do it while my food was cooking, and I did it. And then my body's just like, why do you want to put any food in me right now? Because we're exhausted. And I'm like, okay. So I haven't had much to eat either. I have a feeling my energy's gonna be a little low, but that's all right. We've got one Game Boy today. So, Italian name in Portuguese, in a Portuguese guy. If you can try and like spell it out for me, I know it's obviously written for me, but if there's a way that you can tell me how to say it, I will try my best to say it. Just eat for it. Exactly. I just realized that her eyes are not printed on there. That's cool. Good job, Retrovise. Good job. I'll open this up and show you what I mean real quick. So her eyes on this print are actually... Oh, did he stick it down? He did stick it down. So there's a paper on the back of these, if you didn't know. And it's to just hide all of the screen stuff behind it, because it's usually not the prettiest. But it's... Her eyes are on the piece of paper that's printed behind, so there's a bit of a parallax 3D effect. It's really cool. I like it a lot. But we don't start with the new shell or the mod kit. We start with the Game Boy. And I've been working all weekend trying to fix up like 25 Game Boys. And so I've been hunched over this desk all weekend. And my back is killing me. So this will be probably a pretty short stream. I don't know why I'm plugging in the soldering iron right now. Let's get started. Real Metroid hide, get clickbaited nerds. Exactly. I'm all about the clickbait. That battery is still in great condition, so we're gonna keep it. This SP in general is really clean. Like, there's a few marks down here, but it's honestly in really good shape, and there's not much writing on here at all. So I assume, oh, this is the one that I think this is the one we fixed on the cleaning stream. Yeah, because I didn't write anything beforehand. Okay. Let's see. I'm digging the Metroid GBA. Love those games. So far, I'm still on my quest to beat all of the Metroid games. Because Dread was well, technically Zero Mission was my first game. I pre-ordered Dread on a whim. And then I was like, you know, I should probably play one of the earlier games just to like see what it's like, see what it's about. So I did Zero Mission. And I got most of the way through it before Dread came out. Fell in love with it. Fell in love with Dread. Finished Zero Mission. I just recently beat Fusion, and I plan to do Super Metroid or Metroid Prime next. I kind of want to do all the 2D ones. I might even do Samus Returns next. I'm not going to do the Game Boy one. I started it to try it out. Hold on. So, the guy for the roof is here today. He's getting measurements for the garage so we can re-roof that. So the dog's gonna go crazy. He shouldn't be doing any work, so it should be very quick. And other than the ladder, it shouldn't make any noise. But this one's gonna bark at every movement, so yeah. Let's see. Hello, Sweden. Let's see. I missed a few. Quite a few. My goodness, you guys are chatty today. Can IPS work with the 101 motherboard? It can. It has to be done a little bit differently, but I don't know how exactly you do that. So I'm gonna keep talking so she doesn't hear the ladder noises. But it looks like Philip says, "Hey Jake, where do you typically get all of these Game Boys from? Are these Goodwill, eBay?" I mostly get them from eBay, but I don't want to say any more than that. Just because I don't want other people taking up all my good deals. Pretty much the only thing that I don't say for the tricks of the trade. But, okay. They're loot from his enemies. Do you sell, or do you buy and sell, or do you have a store? I have a store, retroremaster.com. I do not buy from Sendico. I'm interested in looking around there, but I haven't really done too much digging. But yeah, I always have links to a lot of things in the description. All the Game Boys, pretty much any handheld from, I think actually even the Sony handhelds, everything but the 3DS is region free. Technically the DSi is region locked, but there's only a few DSi games out there, and you can't change the language on DSi's. I'm pretty sure. You might be able to. Okay, I'm gonna set you down now because you're being fidgety, right? And you're sneezy. I may just randomly mute after a bark. I really hope he doesn't come back up to the door just to say he's leaving. But I guess it was nice of that guy to just warn me that he's gonna be on his roof. Or on my roof. Our roof. But he got off the roof, so I'd assume he should be leaving. Okay. You should make a Long Boy or GBA SP DS. I don't know what an SP DS would look like other than a DS. What's up, peeps? Erwin! I'm behind on chats, but I'll be back. Just another fan of your work. I will be a regular around here. Just love your work. You can call me Jovi. I will call you Jovi. Or is it Hovey? Is the J sign, is it an H? I took Spanish, but I know it's close-ish to Portuguese, but I don't know. What's up, peeps? I almost didn't make it. I was doing some driving. Well, don't drive. Or chat and drive. Is chat and driving illegal? It's distracted driving, I guess so. For everyone asking about where Jake sources his GBs, he has a friend. I also do have a friend in New York who gets a lot of good deals for me. And where he gets them from, who knows? Yes, it's Jake. Let's go. Hello. I was trying to say welcome and hello at the same time. Hello. Salty Salmon. Hip Frame. I haven't seen you in a long time. I heard myself say your name in one of the VODs on the VOD channel. If you haven't subscribed to that, you should do that. But I heard your name there, and I was like, yeah, he hasn't been in the streams in a while. We've missed you. Okay. I really should have taken the hinges out of the last one when I broke the slate. That way I wouldn't have to do it now. Okay. This is all gonna fall out. Wow, that just beautifully came out there. Okay. I may have done that backwards. Yeah, I did. Dang it. Why did I do that? I'm so mixed up. That's alright. I'm actually gonna do this. Do this. Okay, we're good. I'll explain why I did that later, if I remember. Okay. Bunch of fire emojis in the chat, I see that. Let's see. DSi enhanced games were also region locked when played on DSi, but not DSi, DS and DSL, black and white. Black 2 and white 2 are DSi enhanced. So if I played that on a Japanese DSi, which I do have, then it wouldn't work. Did you see the Extreme Rate DS Lite shells? No. Yes. Thanks to Rux, I did see them, and I thought about doing those today, but then I decided against it. I don't know what to do in the spot of the hinge because I'm not going to do just a DS Lite reshell. I would turn them into macros. But yes, the day I've been waiting for has finally come. A company made a decent DS Lite shell. I assume. I have not tried it. I just know with their track record, it's probably going to be pretty good. I feel like I missed something. How could something so adorable be so loud? Yeah. She's very, very loud. And random, too. It just comes out of nowhere. She is actually a terrible guard dog. So, let's see. I do use isopropyl alcohol. There it is. That's the chat I was looking for. I saw Rux's reply to it, or was it Rux? Yeah, it was Rux. Anyways. Oh my gosh, I really, really hate when I'm scrolling through the chat to see what people are saying, and then it auto scrolls to the bottom because I got too close to the bottom, but I didn't actually get to the bottom, so it skips a couple chats. It's very annoying. Okay. Any end of the year games that peeps are excited about? I have never tried. Well, first of all, a game that I'm legitimately excited for is Pokemon, because huge Pokemon guy. But I am I'm excited for God of War. I've never played a God of War game before. And I'm gonna start with the first one, do the first 3. Probably skip the PSP games for now, but just do 1, 2, and 3. And then I'll move into 2016 and then eventually grab the... what's it called? The new one, Ragnarok, when it comes out at like a cheap price. Because I don't think I can play all of those games in that time span. Okay. Wait. I'm dumb. I should have just took it out anyways. It's been too long since I've done an SP. Okay. Yeah. Scratch why. Don't do what I did earlier. Don't put it back in. You want to open it when it's opened up. It's just been too long. Okay. So, I think I will put the screen in first. Put the screen in first. Scott, waiting for a train and chatting is legal, right? I don't know. Where's Dominic at? He's got all the train facts, so he'll know. Not thrilled by Pokemon Violet after the last gameplay release in Hogwarts is now 2023. Not really a Harry Potter fan, so sorry. Hey Jake, I recently successfully modded my SP and all of that thanks to you, man. Your tutorials are awesome. Thank you, Pixel. Are the UV shells higher quality than the other ones from retro modding? As far as I know, all the SP shells that aren't from Extreme Rate are all the same. If there's actually any difference, I have not noticed any. This shell, hold up. This shell right here, wait for it, is this shell. This actually might be a different... This looks like a slightly different hue, but it might just be because it's glowing. Wait, does this glow in the dark? But I'm pretty sure this is the exact same shell. This just has a print on it. Yeah, it does glow in the dark a little bit. Or maybe it's just bright. I don't know. We'll try it later. But it looks... Whoa. It looks the same to me. I'm pretty sure it's the same. That was a good toss. Didn't make it in the right bucket, but I just wanted it to not break. Okay. And we can start by putting this on the back. Most important thing is to put it along this corner, because that's where the actual board will rest. Okay. Then we can put it down like this. Hopefully line this up first try. Nailed it. And then test it. Beautiful. Now we can put this in here. Put the foam down. Peel this back. My stomach is making all sorts of noises. I don't know if you can hear them, but it sounds like a gremlin. And now we can screw this down. We got a lot of fire emojis. Ooh, yes, looking forward to that stream. We can cry it together. Yeah, I just want to know what I need to do for the hinges. One of them's just a clear shell. And I can just do like a clear bar. But, I don't know. I'm missing a screw. We'll find it later, I hope. Oh, I'm glad I caught that. That's why I'm missing the screw. Almost drove the wrong tri-wing screw in here. And yes, these do come with screws. I'm just reusing these ones because I don't like SP screws. They're not that high quality to me. The extreme rate ones are pretty good, but still not the biggest fan. But for the most part, you should use the screws that go with, they come with the shells. Okay, let's do the soldering now. You need to play hardcore dubstep and strobe lights, and it skipped to the bottom. Well, lights going while building. I've thought about having like a... See, the thing that sucks is I stream off of my MacBook, and Macs just don't let you do anything because of privacy and security. Which is nice, but like when I allow it, it should be fine. And we need flux because it's everywhere. You can't see it, and I'm not going to bother zooming in yet. So, yeah, I'll solder the rest later. Okay. Actually, no. Do it now. I'll zoom in. There we go. Now I'll solder the rest later. Scarlet or Violet. I haven't played the newest God of Wars. I'm probably... Well, I'll get both. I'll get the double pack. But I will probably play Violet just because big purple fan. So... probably go with purple. Stick the wire through there. And stick the ribbon cable through. Wait, no. Wrong way. Wrong way. Okay. Now we can... Whoa. put the hinges in. Let that slide. My goodness. My stomach just keeps going. Any ideas on an easy first ever soldering mod? I always say Game Boy Macro. I would go with a... I mean, the hard part about the SP isn't the soldering. And even if you don't want to solder, you don't have to. It just won't allow you to do the brightness adjustment. I usually don't recommend an SP for first time modders just because it's annoying. But if you are brave enough, you can watch my videos on the SP. And see if you are up for the challenge. But I get people all the time saying, yeah, I see what you mean, but I still did the SP anyways, which is fine. It's just my opinion. But I do find it funny. They're like, yeah, I agree with you. I'm still gonna do it anyways. But look at me, I'm still doing it anyways too. But I do it for the money. Now that we've got it put in, you can only get it in halfway when it's closed. So you press on both sides, you open it slowly, and once it's at the position that it's supposed to be, when it's, what's the word, open? I was going to use a fancier word, but open like this. Then it'll snap there and act as the hinges should. I did not do that correctly the first time I ever did an SP shell swap. So my hinge on my SP does not open correctly. Okay. There is a TV out mod. There's a TV out mod that's HDMI, and there's a TV out mod that's AV. AV, you're not gonna have to trim the shell, but you're gonna have to for the HDMI one. And yes, it does support USB-C. I did that with Mr. Evans, Mr. Austin Evans. So. If you want to see what that's like, you can watch my second most popular full video. Okay. Here we can do the rest of the soldering. So I will do that right now. Zoom in. Did the slate come back to life yet? May not have been here, but I got the VODs. It has not come back to life yet. I do need to get a new screen, and I haven't messaged Retro Game Repair Shop yet. I need to, but I also feel like I don't get priority of getting a new screen for it. So, because they are still out of stock for just the screens. But I do need to message them about other things, so I'll probably do that soon. I just keep forgetting. There we go. All that's done, we can remove that. I like to tuck the wire behind this screw post. Makes it easier, but also want to make sure it doesn't get in the way of the buttons when it goes down. Oh, we should probably put the speaker in, huh? There's always something that's like the light tube. on the regular GBA. This case, it's the speaker. Slap that down, and we'll secure it with this middle screw here. And then I'm gonna try and finally actually catch up to the chat because I've been behind this whole time. Okay. Every time. See you later, salty salmon, even though you probably left already. You don't want to just randomly put emotes, Rux? Hello, Scamp fan. I'm a big purple fan, but I know so many people playing Violet. I'm taking one for the team playing Scarlet. I will be trading with you then, DC. Let's see. I am a dum-dum, ignored my last messages. There's a VGA out? I honestly don't know what VGA is off the top of my head. I know I've heard it before. I'm just blanking. Okay. Is that what that was? The VGA out? It is technically possible for USB-C mod to exist in awesome fights. Oh, I see the blunder now. See, YouTube just keeps freaking skipping it. Hey Jake, is that soldering iron good for this type of work? Everyone says go for the Hako or the KSGR. KSGER. I have never heard of either of those. I honestly, pretty much any soldering iron will do the job. There's just some that are easier than others. I like this one because it's slim. It's not like the most amazing thing in the world, but it's better than the beginner one I linked in the chat or in the description. But the beginner toolkit is like totally fine too, if you're only gonna do it every so often. But for someone like me who used it for hours and hours all weekend, it was nice to have. I really want to play Violet for Daddy Professor, but I really want running animation from the Legendary and Scarlet. Yeah, I haven't looked too much into the games because I don't want to. I've been having a better time just going into it pretty blind. I knew a bit about Arceus, but I used to watch I still watch Austin John. I said that and it didn't sound right. I think it's Austin John Plays. I used to watch him a lot. And then I was like, you know what? I kind of want to just be surprised for Legends Arceus. And I'd watched like a couple of the main trailers. That was about it. Played it. Loved it. I still need to complete the Pokedex and that to actually fully beat the game. But me and completing the Pokedex doesn't usually work out. As everybody has reminded me in my shorts where it says only or 8 badges and 36 Pokemon or something like that. Yeah, I don't complete the Pokedex. I did it for Sword and Shield. I completed the Pokedex pre-DLC. I have not completed the DLC Pokedex and I don't think I ever will. Again, with the trend of it was in the on position. Interesting. It's very, very weird. Alright, swapping over to these last few screws here. We got 6 more and then the battery cover. And we're done. So let's try and catch up on chats. I didn't receive any other messages. Guess they didn't send. I don't know what that is in reference to. I'm sure Jake is very happy with the overload of comments. I like the comments. More engagement is good. My brain always wants to read and respond to every single comment. I'm going to zoom out here so you're not just seeing my hand. But it's definitely getting to the point where I cannot read every single comment. But I still try and read them all in my head at least. You know? Because I don't want to miss anything. Okay. Let's see. Erwin said, don't forget to like and subscribe, peeps. That's going to be my mark in case it jumps up to the bottom. Wow, that skipped so much. Okay. But I also have like 3 modded AGB GBAs. Don't forget to upload the like button, solder that bell. Is there also a reason you don't use clean flux? No clean flux with... Sorry, I need to read that again. Is there also a reason you don't use no clean flux, then clean it with alcohol? I've always used Kester no clean. This is no clean flux. This is no clean tack flux, and I used to like really try and clean it every time I used it, but it's just really not necessary, so I stopped doing it as much. But I also try and use way less. I used to just freaking put just a ton of it on, and it really doesn't matter, more or less. If I use a lot, I try and clean it up, but if it's just like a little mark, I don't know. Nintendo has left so much flux on all of their Game Boys that it does not matter. When I replace like the battery contacts in Game Boys, then I'll really try and clean that up. Yeah, it just depends on the situation. I do it for the money. JK Simmons 2022. JK? That's my uncle. Jake already knew it. Yeah, it is a holiday today, but wait, is it? The Indigenous Peoples Day used to be Columbus Day. But my dad's at work today, so he's not here to read the chats for me. Just about to mute it up and say LightTube. Yeah, I'm just too good, you know? Beat to it all the time. Okay. Let's put the battery in. And put that down. Boom. Purple is the best color. Let's see. No clean is easier. There's Dominic. Yeah, I'm gonna use the scroll thing on the side. It still jumps down. Okay. Okay. I set mine to 300 degrees C. That's Celsius. I don't know why I said 300 degrees C. Anyways. Moving past that, I'll only really go up if it's really old solder and I can't add new solder to it for some reason. But if you're having trouble getting, like, I'm going to go back to the example of a battery contact. Okay, well, these contacts are gone. But if you're ever trying to remove something like this, and you're heating it up. Why is it not? I don't know why it's not auto brightening, but if you're trying to get this solder to heat up and it's not, I would recommend adding solder to it and using flux, and then it should bubble right up. But if none of that works for some reason, then you can bump up the heat a little bit. But I try and stay around 300 degrees Celsius. Yeah. And also, This is what I'm talking about. If it's like this with the flux, even though this is all no clean flux, I clean this up because it's disgusting looking. But all right, zooming back up, up, out. Either way, let's put some stickers on. Where'd the stickers go? Okay, there's a Nintendo sticker. Oh yeah, it's in here. And yeah, Austin John is probably my favorite PokeTuber. I used to I just cannot talk. I never can. I used to watch a lot of Michael, MJD, or whatever his name is. I haven't watched him in a long time. But I'm also not as into Pokemon anymore. And really, you only need one PokeTuber in your life. Unless you're really, really into it and you want to watch everybody's Nuzlocks and stuff. I don't know, I kind of gave up on that. I watch Small Ant, but he's more of a speedrunner than just a PokeTuber. And I watch Alfred stuff, obviously. I've mentioned him quite a few times. But okay, this time I'll wait to if someone buys it immediately, then I'll wait. But wait to see what they say. I'll put these on real quick, but let's just see if it works. And it does. Wow. Who would have thought? Let's test the buttons real quick, even though I tested it last night. Unless something crazy happened while we were modding this. It looks so bright on the screen. It doesn't know how to adjust the brightness for this. And what does that say? Just subscribe. I'll just let this play for a second while I catch up on chat. Okay. What do you think of the Lionel Ready to Run sets? I think they're awesome, Dominic. I think they're really the best. They're the best in the game. I never really got into A-Drive. He's a super nice guy, from what I haven't met him, but he's super chill. Yeah, that's why I've stopped. Like, it's the news of it. I don't mind after the fact. Once the game releases and they put out all the tutorials, heck yeah, I'm in. But it just sucks because it's very, like, if you don't care about the news, you're not going to watch them until a game comes out, and you're only going to watch them for, like, a month after that game comes out. So I feel bad. But do I ever stream games? I want to, and eventually I will, but I really need to get caught up on videos. And the last time I was caught up on videos, I tried to stream and the stream just wouldn't work, so I gave up on that. But eventually the streams will be on for members only. So I mean, everybody should become a member because it's awesome if you're a member, but if you're becoming a member solely to watch the streams, then I would wait until I actually announce that I'm gonna stream. Yeah, if they go into spoilers and leaks, I'm out of there. Controversial opinion. I just want a Pokemon game in which the National Dex is achievable without the Pokemon Bank. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't really bother me that there's no National Dex. There's so many Pokemon at this point, and there's like regions of Pokemon I don't like, so it does not bother me. Plus, like, it forces you to play other Pokemon that you may have never played before, or played with before. So I do like that. But it really doesn't matter to me. It's Thanksgiving in Canada. Yeah, I don't. It's very interesting to me. I've heard about that because I watch Canadian YouTubers and stuff, but it's obviously not going to be the same Thanksgiving as us unless one of us just celebrates it at the wrong time. I assume it's a different Thanksgiving, but this was all pre-America, right? That was in like the 1600s, I think. I don't know. It's been a while since I learned about that in like third grade. Thoughts on handheld legends? Uh, don't like Retro 6. Don't like that they're so close together. But really, at the end of the day, as long as handheld legend isn't doing the exact same bad things that Retro 6 does, they're really not. It's not a big deal. If they have good deals on stuff, go for it. It really just, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I like Retro Game Repair Shop. They have, I think they're just the best all around. So, those are my thoughts. But I've talked to pretty much everybody that runs those businesses. So, nice show. I gave you, if you're still here, Retrovice, I would like to bring this up again because you probably didn't hear it. I really like that you have the eyes on the paper instead of on the print. I think it's super cool, giving that offset, like parallax. I think parallax is the right word for that. That effect with the 3D effect, I think that's super cool. And plus, if you don't, I mean, is this taped down? That's always been my question. Because some of them aren't, and this one I think is. Because I tried to peel it off to see if if the eyes were actually printed on there, but I can tell. It's printed on the paper. It is all done. I'm just trying to actually... Is the static in the music? Ah. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Also, when's the next drop? When's the next one? Because I missed out on the Pokedex one, and I think the Pokedex one is really cool. Fantasy football notification. Okay, what was I gonna do? I was gonna do something. Oh well. We're gonna zoom out here, and we're gonna actually test these buttons real quick. A and B are good. Start and select left, down, or right, left, down, and up, and then R and L. Everything is good. Let's go. And I tested it earlier. Brightness works too. I'm considering adding the background templates to a site somewhere. Yes, please do that actually, because the Garchomp one, I don't think that's your design, but the Garchomp one, I was like, man, I really wish this had a background, because I forgot how ugly the foam and board looks when there's nothing covering it up. So, yes, please do that. At least give me like the dimensions for this. That might be out there somewhere. But I have 30 or so of the Pokedex printing now. Hoping for next month. A lot of printing so far, but slow. Yeah, I can understand that being pretty slow. You're doing really good work, man. Okay, let's put this up for sale. If you want it, you can buy it. RetroRemaster.com. It's one of the links in the description. There's a link to the VODs channel if you want to subscribe to that. You know, this VOD will eventually be there because I am slowly but surely catching up. And on our Thanksgiving, the American Thanksgiving, will be the day that we finally catch up on all the streams on the VODs channel. So when that happens, I will delete the stream from this channel and will only be available on the VODs channel. So if you ever want to go back and watch these, if you want to follow along or just listen to it while you work, then you want to subscribe to the VODs channel. I feel like I'm getting pretty good at shilling now, so hit me up, iFixit. I've decided to not mention iFixit nearly as much because I want them to pay me. Or at least give me a new kit because mine's starting to... I've got one missing piece, that's really it. One missing piece, and then if you didn't see, if you don't follow me on Twitter, my tweezers broke, so I glued them together like this. Yeah, I've got more on the way. They'll be here tomorrow. But that and my fiberglass pen's running out, but that's not from them. Okay. Actually. Woohoo! That was close. I'm a professional. Duplicate. And we'll go SAMUS. Make it active, so you will see it, the listing, and it will be with 0 inventory. It is not sold yet. I just got to add the pictures and actually put some stock on it. Okay, and now it is finally up for sale. Sorry for the wait. In my Mountain Dew matches. Okay. That is up for sale if you want it. It is in the description. It is also in the chat, a little behind the chat because we're so talkative today. That's a good thing. Okay. And while I'm thinking about it, actually, I'm not currently winning. It's going to be a close game in fantasy, but I will actually get the VOD for today ready because I have almost always forgotten that, but I'm on the wrong one. Jake Simmons VODs. There we go. So I will set today's as a premiere. We're getting really close to caught up. Okay. Oh, I got confused there for a second. Okay. And today's VOD stream is more SPs. So let's see. Schedule for today. We'll set it for I'll set it for 120. Give myself a little extra time here. So there is a premiere for the VOD for today. But let's see. Speedrun time? No, we're only doing one today, unfortunately. But I'm not winning in fantasy. It is very, very close. Comes down to how well Travis Kelce will do and how bad Clyde Edwards-Helaire and Devontae Adams do. We need Devontae Adams and Clyde to do bad and Travis Kelce to do good. So actually, yeah, technically I am winning, but projected-wise, I'm projected to lose by 4. It's going to be close. I love talking fantasy football. The 2 other channels I'd like to do are a fantasy football channel and a movie podcast, really, but channel. Those are the 2 other niches I'd like to tackle if I had more time. Maybe when I have an editor and stuff. I would do a movie podcast right now. I need someone else to do it with me. So, Kathleen, it's been a long time. I've mentioned you a few times. I'm glad you're here. I'll chill for a couple more minutes because I think I saw that I don't have to go to the farm today. But I'll call and make sure. So. Let's see. Do you have somewhere I could download the button test ROM? Like everybody else is saying in chat, Natalie the Nerd, you can buy one from her. You can buy a ROM, or you can buy the actual cart, and you can get your own little design on it. Or there is a free option. I suggest supporting Natalie, of course, but there is a free option. If you just Google test button ROM, you should probably be able to find one. I don't know if it's legal for me to link to that because it's not a game, and I don't know if it was like an actual Nintendo thing or if it's something that someone made. I don't know. I'm not gonna link to the one that's out there just in case, because I don't want Nintendo to come after me. So, but Natalie is awesome, and she is super nice. And she also has really cool LED button stuff that I still need to do. I'm glad you're here, Kathleen, and I'm glad you still watch the VODs. I really wish that YouTube would stop auto going to the bottom because I'm trying to read the chats that it cuts off. I hear names, and that is all. Sports. My three main boys that are always in here, and none of them know sports. Unfortunate. All of you. Hey, I'm a white man in my 30s. I feel the call of the podcast. I would love to do a podcast just because don't have to edit it. I could just do like this. I mean, I'd still want to swap between cameras and stuff, but I probably wouldn't edit it. I hate editing. Anyways, there we go. We're at the bottom, and nothing's cut off. I've been into 3DS stuff lately. Got an original 3DS for cheap on eBay. Threw some homebrew stuff on there. Nice. I've got a homebrew 3DS as well. I just don't use it that much because I homebrewed one, but it was for a 3DS XL macro that I never use. And then I bought a new 3DS non-XL, and the dude that sold it to me, he quietly mods them. It's like, that's why it was expensive. But it was the only one I could find, and it was actually cheap, so I appreciated it. But it's also missing the freaking rubber on the stick, on the slider. And it's also not an XL, so I don't want to use it. So I need to do it again to another one. But you guys are talking again, it's getting cut off. I'm kidding, it's fine. Hey, this is my first time catching the stream, and I started modding my Game Boys because of your videos, so thanks. Thank you. I love those comments. I will never not love hearing those things, so thank you. We all know it starts before that. All of a sudden, you actually have to care about your health. Who says that? It's all downhill at 30, man. I feel like that's soon. Oh gosh, I'm gonna be 24 soon. January's right around the corner. Wow. It's still like, I've still got a little over 6 years till 30, but I could be like my sister and she says, oh, I'm so close to 30, and she's an age. I don't remember my sister's age right now. She's had so many birthdays. 27 is popping up in my head, but I feel like she's 26. 27. Yeah, she's 27. I love sports. The Falcons are the best baseball team. I don't know. I don't know baseball. Baseball is so boring. So yeah, Natalie sent me a couple arc boards, and they're just sitting over there. It's nothing against Natalie. I'm just waiting for my ultimate board, or for my ultimate Game Boy video, and I'm waiting on like the last piece to do the ultimate Game Boy Color, and then I still like new things come out. I'm like, I should wait for that, and then something else comes out. I just need to do it, but Ultimate GBC and Ultimate GBA are coming very soon. But I also want to wait for my Ultimate GBC to be my 50,000 subscriber video. So everybody subscribe right now and tell your mom, your dad, your friends, your grandparents. Everybody subscribe. We're actually really close. 46.7. We will all be on the Jake Simmons podcast. If you want to talk about fast cars, I'm game. Yeah, have you driven a Tesla? Because I got to do that this weekend. That was freaking awesome. I only had one Game Boy like a month ago, and now I have 2 of each Game Boy because I'm a tattooer and just trade tattoos for games and consoles. That's awesome. This kind of is a podcast in a way. It's very chill and it's a lot of talking. It's really just a podcast while I build Game Boys. I can talk some soccer. Soccer's... I think I'd rather watch baseball than soccer. You don't need to edit video game streams. No, but I need a quiet house for that. And a lot of time. So... 24. Yes, the majority of my audience is older than me. You'll hit 25 and you'll go, oh, I shouldn't have bought a nicer computer, or I should have bought a nicer computer chair. Yeah, this kitchen table chair, I'm already feeling it. I have, like, the back and the knees of an 80-year-old. I just beat WarioWare on my modded GBA that I did because I want you. Such a good game. I have not played any of the WarioWare games. I have not played like any Wario games in general, but they look cool. They're on the list. The real MVP on baseball is the commentator. I used to listen to baseball games. They had so much passion. Yeah, they have to carry that. Oh, Jake, I've been wanting to tell you your thumbnail game has been super good lately. Thank you. Because I feel like that's the worst part of my game. But I appreciate it. I have been trying a lot harder lately for thumbnails. So I very much appreciate it. I'm 22 if that makes you feel any better. So you have at least one who's slightly younger. Yeah, you're so young. Oh my god. Agreed. Very clickbait. I enjoy too. That's the thing is I really try not to be clickbaity, and it's so hard. So I try. I don't like to be clickbaity. All right, and it looks like no one bought it, so I'm gonna slap this sticker on here. And the premiere's already underway because we've just been talking this whole time. Steelcase sponsorship win. What's Steelcase? I don't know what that is. There we go. 25 here. It hits like a brick. My knees don't work and my back is wrecked. Yeah. Working out this morning, my knees hurt a lot. I'm going to party with DJ Ames and yell at you young folks to get off my lawn. Yeah, how old are you, DC, huh? We all say, oh, we don't like clickbait, but let's be real. I already watch clickbaity videos. Yeah, we all watch Austin Evans, right? Ooh. Now, he has a good point. Yeah. I just like I try to make everything if I am gonna be clickbaity, I try and actually like have it included in the video. Just exaggerate the things that are in there. Okay. 32. Alright. I'm probably gonna go make a post about this and see if Instagram wants it. So thank you guys for coming out. I was gonna say something else, but I forgot. I'm gonna go grab the link for the VOD, and we can all go chill in the VOD. Subscriptions. It's gonna stop the music there, and actually hold up. Wait a minute. So we can take this link, that's options, Command C, that's copy, and drop it. I can't chat in that one. And drop it in this one. There you go. Click that link in the chat, and it will take you to the VOD that is premiering right now. I'm gonna say, hey, this guy is pretty cool. I can't type. Can't talk, I can't type. And join me over there. But I will see you guys on Wednesday for a stream that I have no idea what it is going to be. So I will see you guys over on the VODs channel. Later, guys.